Hello dear students, in today's class we are going to discuss the important terms related to the rotational motion. Means what are the important terms we are going to use in case of rotational motion. So first one, that is called angular displacement. First one, angular displacement. Angular displacement. And angular displacement can be represented by theta. That can be represented by theta. Okay, then what do you mean by angular displacement? It is the angle covered by the rotating body. Okay, so it is the angle covered by rotating body. It is the angle covered by rotating body. So see here, for example, there is a rod. This rod can be taken as a body, and now this point is fixed, and now we are going to apply the force to this end. This is called free end. Now to rotate this body we have to apply the force. This is applied force. This applied force can be taken as F, and this is a fixed point. Through this fixed point there is a axis passed. That axis is called axis of rotation. About this axis this body is rotating. Okay, what do you mean by axis of rotation? It is the axis about which the body rotates. Okay, now so I will take the position of free end of the body, that is A. So now we are going to rotate the body. Now the body is at this position. At what position the body is there? The body is at B position now. The angle covered by the rotating body, the angle covered by the rotating body is called angular displacement. This is called angular displacement. Then what do you mean by angular displacement? Angular displacement is nothing but it is the angle covered by the rotating body. Okay. Now, so angular displacement is a vector quantity. Some points related to the angular displacement. Angular displacement is a vector quantity, means it is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity because the angle covered by the rotating body is in a particular direction. That is why the angle covered is a vector quantity, means this angle covered is called angular displacement. That is why angular displacement is a vector quantity. Then I will put arrow mark here. So because angular displacement is a vector quantity. Next one, SI unit of angular displacement is radian. SI unit of angular displacement. SI unit of angular displacement is radian. Is radian. And its a symbolical representation, that is RAD. RAD. Then what is the SI unit of angular displacement? The SI unit of angular displacement is radian, and the angular displacement is a vector quantity because the angle covered by the rotating body is in a particular direction. That is why angular displacement is which quantity? It is a vector quantity. Okay. Next, second term, that is angular velocity. So first term is angular displacement, second term is angular velocity. Angular velocity represented by omega. This can be represented by the symbol omega. Then what do you mean by angular velocity? The rate of change of angular displacement is called angular velocity. See here. Now this is a fixed point. This fixed point can be taken as O. Through this fixed point there is an axis passed. That axis is called axis of rotation. About this axis the body is rotating. Okay. Now what do you mean by angular velocity? The rate of change of angular displacement, means the change in angular displacement with respect to time is called angular velocity. See here. Now this is fixed point. This fixed point can be taken as O, and this fixed point is named as pivot. This is also named as pivot. okay, and this is a pre end. Now, as the force is applied to the pre end, the body start to rotate. Then now, there is a change in angular displacement of the rotating body with respect to time is called angular velocity. So I will take this is position A, this is position B, position C, position D. Okay. So as the body rotates from A to B, then angle covered is theta 1. So as the body rotates from A to C, the angle covered is theta 2. Then as the body rotates from A to D, the angle covered is theta 3. Means there is a change in angular displacement with respect to time. Now there is a change in angular displacement with respect to time is called angular velocity of the rotating body. Angular velocity of the rotating body. This is angular velocity of the rotating body. Now what do you mean by angular velocity of the rotating body? It is the rate of change of angular displacement. It is the rate of change of angular displacement. Means there is a change in angular displacement with respect to time. Already I said that. Now, what is the mathematical expression for angular velocity? So, usually angular velocity can be represented by omega. Then that omega is equal to the change in angular displacement with respect to time. How to read this one? The change in angular displacement with respect to time. So there is a change in angular displacement in a particular direction, already shown in diagram, from A to B, B to C, C to D. Means there is a change in angular displacement with a particular, in a particular direction with time. So what is angular velocity? Once again, angular velocity is nothing but the rate of change of angular displacement. Now, angular displacement is a vector quantity. Then angular velocity is also vector quantity. Then first point about the angular velocity. Angular velocity is a vector quantity. Because there is a change in angular displacement in a particular direction. That is why angular velocity is a vector quantity. Angular velocity is a vector quantity. Next, what is the SI unit of angular velocity? The SI unit of angular velocity is radian per second. Radian per second, because angle measured in radian, time measured in second, that is why it is radian per second. SI unit of angular velocity. SI unit of angular velocity is radian per second, because angular displacement measured in radian and time measured in second, then it is radian per second. Symbolical representation of radian per second. So how to read this one? Radian per second. Okay, because the second is in denominator, that is why it can be read as radian per second. Okay, this is about second term related to the rotational motion. Now we are going to derive the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Okay. So once again see here, what is angular displacement? It is the angle covered by the rotating body. Okay. Then what do you mean by angular velocity? It is the rate of change of angular displacement. Means the change in angular displacement of the rotating body with respect to time. Okay. Now angular velocity is a vector quantity because there is a change in angular displacement in a particular direction. Okay. Next, what is the SI unit of angular velocity? The SI unit of angular velocity is radian per second, because angular displacement measured in radian and time measured in second, that is why it is radian per second. Now we are going to discuss the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity of the rotating body. relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Linear velocity can be represented by v, angular velocity can be represented by omega. So let us consider rotating body. Now this is a fixed point. This fixed point can be taken as O, and this is free end of the rotating body, and I will take it is A, free end of the rotating body. So we are going to apply the force to the free end now. The body start to rotate. Then after certain time, the angle covered by the rotating body, that is theta. Then in which direction the body is rotating now? The body is rotating in anticlockwise direction, in this direction. So that is why angular displacement is a vector quantity, and also angular velocity is a vector quantity. And the distance covered by the rotating body from A to B, that distance can be taken as S. So angle covered by the rotating body from A to B is theta, and the distance covered by the rotating body from A to B is S. Okay, it has linear velocity and also it has angular velocity. Then now the distance of the free end from the fixed point is taken as r, and it is the radius of the rotational motion of the body. R is taken as radius of the rotational motion of the body. Okay, now here r is fixed. So by the definition of angle, what is the definition of angle? That is arc divided by radius, arc length divided by radius. Theta is equal to arc length divided by radius. This is the definition of angle. So what is arc length here? That is AB. That AB can be taken as S. Then radius of the rotational motion of the body, that can be taken as R. That is S by R. So R is the radius of the rotational motion of the body. Okay, and theta is equal to S by R. Arc length divided by radius. So here the angular displacement changing with respect to time. As there is a change in angular displacement with respect to time, there is also change in the distance with respect to time. See here, at the time t1, what is the distance covered by the rotating body here? That is S. After time t2, this is S1, I will take. The distance covered by the body from A to B in the time t1 is S1. The distance covered by the rotating body in the time t2 is taken as S2. This distance can be taken as S2, and this distance can be taken as S1. Okay, and the angle covered by the body from A to B, theta 1, and the angle covered by the body from A to C, that is theta 2. As there is a change in angular displacement with respect to time, there is also change in distance covered by the rotating body with respect to time. Okay, so differentiating this equation with respect to time, differentiating above equation with respect to time. Here theta and S both are variables, but radius is constant. Then so the rate of change of angular displacement means the change in angular displacement with respect to time, then 1 by r into the rate of change of linear distance with respect to time. Then now the rate of change of angular displacement with respect to time is called angular velocity, and 1 by r, radius is constant in the rotational motion of the body, and now ds by dt is the linear velocity of the rotating body, that is v, ds by dt. So the the rate of change of linear displacement is called linear velocity. Hence omega is equal to v by r. Then v is equal to omega into r. So this is the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Means in rotational motion we are going to consider both velocities, those are linear velocity and angular velocity. In vector form we can write, in vector form that is vector v is equal to omega cross r. Okay, then what is omega here? Angular velocity. What is r here? Radius vector. What is v here? Linear velocity. So this is the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. In the time t1, what is the distance covered by the body? The distance covered by the body can be taken as s1. In the time t2, the distance covered by the body can be taken as s2. Okay, so what is the angle covered by the body in the time t1? That is theta 1. What is the angle covered by the rotating body in the time t2? That is theta 2. Okay.